Hi everyone, Akwaba, welcome to my channel. This is Nana again. If today is your first time coming around here, make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, like this video and share it everywhere because today we are speaking to somebody very special. Her name is Na Oyo and she is the owner of Essi'S Eatery in East Legon, Accra. She's a food blogger turned restaurateur who is doing the absolute best way to start a restaurant in Ghana. It's a very unique restaurant. The menu is insane. We'll be trying a lot of things today, but we're also going to ask her all the questions he sent in and everything you need to know about starting a food business in Ghana. Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up. Let's go in and speak to Na. Hi everyone, so we're here with Na. Now welcome to the channel.
Hi y'all.
Okay, so Essi'S is open.
Yes.
A year ago, I met you at Vida Cafe.
Yes.
You were like, very soon you're gonna stop coming here. You're gonna come here, and now here is here.
Here is live, right?
How's it going?
Wow, that's all I can say. It's not been easy.
No.
No, it's not been easy at all. Especially with the pandemic, as you know.
Yeah.
Lots of businesses been impacted by the pandemic, the lockdown. So it's not been easy. That's like in a nutshell. Really? But we are moving. Yeah. That's all I can say.
I know you from the vlogging space and posting a lot of food, coming up with recipes and all of that. So I'm figuring this might have been like a smooth transition for you now, opening like a physical space.
Yeah, I mean, well, I still blog, even though I don't blog frequently, with motherhood and everything coming in. The transition has been quite interesting. I did a few pop-ups as well. Yes. So when you have that experience with, outdoor events and pop-ups, it kind of gives you a bit of experience, in terms of managing your own eatery, because it's basically the same kind of thing, but just that this is outdoor, right, and it's a pop-up, and the organization is slightly different, in terms of invitations, etc., and all that. Right. So I kind of like use that experience as a springboard, adding it on here. And I would say that, wow, this industry really is, there's so much pressure, right, because it's a hospitality industry and you really are looking at satisfying your customer like 101%, and at the same time you are trying to also get your bills paid.
You're very like you won best blogger how many times?
For what's important.
So you're quite popular, and so how has just you now being like now your Kote recipe developer to now your Kote restaurateur? Like how have you migrated the crowd that used to follow you to now bringing them into actually tasting
when you're a recipe creator or a developer, everyone's like, hey, so when am I going to taste your food? Right. You get that so many times, and people asking, oh, do you have a restaurant? It's like, no. Okay, where can I get some of your food to buy? I'm like, no way. It's just please make the recipe, And after a while, I'm like, let me try and, see how it would be like if I do a few pop-ups, so people can actually experience some of my creations, So aside the few ones I did at the Garden and Flower Show, I did like 3 over the past 5 years. Like I did 3 pop-ups there, and then I did the ramen pop-up.
That's what I'm coming.
So the first ramen pop-up was somewhere in airport. Okay. And I was like, I'm not too sure about how the ramen crowd is in Ghana, so let me just try, maybe. So I kind of like budget. I'm like, oh, probably like 20 people will turn up. Right. So let me just put this out there. So like I say, I have all these followers and everything, so I kind of shared it, and everybody was so excited. I was like, hey, people are excited, but this is Ghana. Some people can get excited about your event and not show
up. Yeah,
we've learned that lesson. We know. Anyway, so lessons learned. But anyway, so I got people excited, and and people were like, hey, have you seen this event? Ramen, like, hey, ramen in Ghana,
Yeah.
So my social capital kind of like, was a plus, and the event was like over attended,
Wow.
Like the first one was amazing. The turnout was, I couldn't believe, like, there were so many ramen lovers in Ghana,
I mean,
so
it was really a buzz though. But here's my big question.
Yes.
Now, you're a Ghana girl from Jamestown. What do you consider Jamestown with ramen?
oh. I'll mind you. Oh, Charlie. Anyway,
How did you come? Like, what was it? Like, because this is like very foreign cuisine.
yes.
How do you just like wake up and say, okay, I like this. Let me see if I can get 20 people who like this too.
Well,
Kind of a jump.
yes, I'm a Ghana girl. I love my kinky and all, but I think I have a more adventurous palate, and with some travel experience to different countries, I don't always stick. I'm not the one who would stick to, oh, okay, I'm traveling, I only do fries and chips, or or you do fries and chicken, or you do pizzas. No, like I'm very adventurous, so I would go with like the Cuban food. I'll go with Turkish. I'll do something different, until I tried my first ramen in London, and I was like, ooh, yeah, right. So, and mine was even with duck. I was like,
oh,
what is
wow.
this? Like, this is so delicious. Like, oh my gosh, and it was so good. And I came home. I was like, let me try and make this by myself. It wasn't a joke. I was like, hey, this is.
I remember you on Instagram trying to create your own noodles.
Yeah. Actually, anyway. So yeah, I mean, and then I was like, I finally nailed the recipe down. Because it's a good ramen. The stock or the broth has to be really amazing. So I finally nailed it down. And I'm someone who also believes in fusing local ingredients with global cuisine. So yes, so even though what was in London was amazing, I didn't have that, our local spiciness and the flavors in there. So that's how I kind of like made mine different. I mean, Essi'S is all about fusion food as well. Doing things differently.
I mean, I see it here in your mural, like, and even in the food, like, you put a lot of different like Ghanaian, very intricate spicing into it.
Yes.
So your restaurant is a little bit more unique than the other restaurants that are out.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, I have some questions for you from online.
Yep.
People want you to ask. The top question everybody is asking though is they want to know about how you went about staffing, the challenges you had with staffing. How do you go about hiring and training people?
Okay, so my hiring process was very simple. Like I said, I use my social capital a lot. So just to kind of reduce my cost of actually using like a recruiting firm, like Charlie, because starting out, the biggest part of your capital goes into your rent, for example, because Ghana rent to like you're paying 1 year in advance. Exactly. So I kind of tweeted out the vacancies, and people apply for jobs on Twitter, or you have people actually sending out vacancies on Twitter. And then I posted on LinkedIn, I posted on Facebook as well. So I had a few CVs coming in. I interviewed a few people, and then I found one person who is my sous chef right now. And then my first waiter, he was kind of like passing by the shop, and he was like, he wants to apply for a job here. So I was like, okay, no problem. So that was a walk-in, So that's how I started with my current staff.
And how has just you been open for like 5 or 6 months now?
Yeah, almost 6 months.
How is like the employees, like how have they been? Because in hospitality they are like the backbone of the business.
Yes.
The customer service. How has like the employee? How have they been?
They've been okay, except with my initial waiter who did an AWOL on me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but for me, we start our day, with discussions around what we have to cook today. I talk a bit about customer service. I send them like training materials on customer service, or they should read through this, we should improve. Or when I get feedback from customers regarding how, my employees behave or are, we talk about it in the morning meeting, and then any corrective actions are put in place, and then we keep moving ahead. So I was actually planning a customer service training with them until my waiter left,
Right.
So with the current age that we are in, where people leave reviews everywhere, like they review on Google Maps, on everything, Foursquare, Instagram everywhere, and you kind of like, it's in your face, you can't get away. Or somebody will send a WhatsApp, oh, my food came in, blah blah blah, so it's something I feel like you need to communicate that with them. You don't hide it and keep it to yourself as, okay, this is my own thing, let me correct it.
Right.
You have to communicate it with them so that they are aware that, okay, this is what people are saying. And when there's positives, you let them know, you congratulate them as well, so that they feel part of the business, that okay, I can do this, or I'm doing well in this. It makes them happy, makes them satisfied with the service that they are also putting out there.
What would you say the range for because you just said rent, so my mind is like, okay, like what is the starting cost of this particular restaurant? Give me a range.
40,000.
Shut up.
No. Plus rent. I'm adding rent too, and
40,000 Ghana cedi.
And everything. Like everything you see, it's custom made. The kitchen, accessories, equipment.
Did you get all of them locally, or did you have to import some of them?
Well, some of the equipment, like maybe your gas stove, I mean, you have to work with quality, because the way the industry is, when the pressure is on, you need everything working really well. So for that one, I had to import because we don't have that quality here in Ghana, So yeah, I killed myself, bought like a proper Italian oven. Someone can choose to come in and dine as well.
In general, how's the revenue coming through?
So currently the business is supporting itself,
okay,
so that's really good. That's good. When actually, you're making money and the business is paying for itself, it's really encouraging. Like, oh, okay, it can get better, so that's what motivates you to wake up in the morning and like keep pushing through.
So for anybody that wants to start a restaurant in Ghana, what is the last thing you're going to tell them?
They're going to sleep less. Well, it's go for it, but make sure you have at least 40,000-50,000 saved up. I'll be up, and because you're looking at think of your location. You want to be in a location where your customers will be comfortable coming to, or they'll find it easy coming to, easily accessible. It's by the main road, it's not in a corner somewhere, because that alone will deter people from coming to you, and that's going to cost you, because you're paying electricity and all that. So, and in Ghana, when you're looking for like a good location, you're looking at East Legon, Airport, Osu, Joe, and all these places. And you're going to be renting, so all these places are like charging in dollars, and you bring it to the city equivalent, that's like 2,000-3,000 cedis a month. Wow. You understand? So you have when are you going to make up? Money, right? And then your staff, So you really need to save up, at least enough for your at least 2 years of rent.
But this week, I've said it so many times, this week is really good. you've really done it. You're doing it. You know, I know that very soon you're going to outgrow this space and go somewhere bigger.
Yeah, wow. Wow. In the first year, like, you really have to push and take digital marketing very seriously, because that for me is like 100% of my marketing comes from being online or being on social media, you know, and constantly creating content. And you have to be all these, you know. As I'm sitting here, I'm like the HR manager, I'm the marketing, I'm like you know, I'm the chef, and I'm like, so you need to have these skills on hand, you know. If you want to go into the business and you don't know anything about social media is not just WhatsApp, you know. You have to learn how to create amazing content. The content is what drives people in, because people see that it's like, oh my gosh, I have to try that, you know. And then the food has to be amazing too, you know.
It is actually, the food is amazing. 100%. If you come into Accra, you come into Ghana, make sure to come on South Flower Road in East Legon and check out Essi'S Eatery. She's doing it. She's doing, come before we move to a better place, a bigger place.
And then we charge more.
We see I'm doing French.
That's a good one. That's true.
French.
They know that, so
The price is easy. So come and put an asterisk on the ramen. Thank you very much for meeting with us.
Thank you, Nana.
I hope you guys have been asking these questions, a bunch of questions.
Yep.
I hope she has answered all of them for you today. I'll catch you in my next video. Make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you check Essi'S gram on Instagram, on Facebook, TikTok, everywhere. She's everywhere now. You Conte, see my show. Make sure you check all those out, and we'll catch you in the next video. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.